Hello my friends, today we're going to do something a little bit different, something I don't do too frequently. We're going to do a Transformers unboxing. So for you today, I have a Transformers War for Cybertron Ramjet. Now Ramjet is one of the Decepticon Seekers from the G1 line, and he's been recreated throughout the numerous iterations of Transformers War. I'm not too sure. I know that this is a repaint. I picked this up exclusively. Well, it's not exclusively. You can actually get it, I think, on Amazon.com and various and sundry other places. Maybe even the Hasbro store. But I picked this one up on sale at GameStop. It's something I've been, kind of watching for a while, and it was on sale. So I figured I'd pick it up today. In lieu of a saber that I've been expecting to receive from Potter Sabers. It seems that the post office in Springfield, Massachusetts is holding my package hostage because it's been there for 7 days and it's not moving. So, kill two birds with one stone. I wanted to unbox something and I wanted a new Transformer. So this is what we're going to do today. So this retail for just a penny shy of $30, and I picked up for 20% off. So that knocked off $6, but with the tax and everything, I pretty much ended up spending about $27. And I'm assuming that inside this box, oh, okay, it's not really what I was expecting. I was expecting another package, but this is what we have inside, and yeah, it looks like your pretty standard Generations Ramjet. I do have the original Generations Ramjet, which is colored in kind of like almost a rust, not really a red, it's like a reddish brown, his traditional colors. And as I said, I think this might be kind of like a shattered glass, or whatever the variation series is called. So let's see, how do I get this out of here? We'll just kind of lift out. Yes, it looks like this is just a tray. So you have, let's put that there. You have your box with the instructions. Now I do know how to transform Ramjet, so I will actually perform that task for you. Unlike some of my other videos where I don't really do the transformation because I don't want to go through the learning process. But anyway, so here's the box that comes in. Nice reusable box. And you get this little sheet of disposable information that no one really has any use for. Don't know why they feel inclined to print that. And here's the instruction book. I find that the photos, the pictures, whatever, the art that they use to describe what is going on is pretty negligible. I can never tell what's going on. Back in the days when G1 Transformers first came out, they used actually full color photographs in high definition to kind of show you what was going on. And throughout the years, they've kind of dumbed them down to these things, which are sort of a mixed bag. I have my knife. They have used the little I don't know what you call them, the little recycled material to make cord out of to tie him in. So what I'm going to do is just carefully cut these without hopefully damaging the figure. It's the easiest way to go about it, because if you try to untie them, you have to remove tape, and it's a time-consuming process. So let's see. There we go. And for the most part, you have to kind of reposition some of this material on the back so as to get him in a position where I can remove him from the package. There must be a tie I missed. No, I don't think so. He is just hanging on. Let's see. There we go. That ought to do it. There we go. And there's Ramjet. Nice full-scale generation size Ramjet, unlike the smaller size versions that you tend to get these days. So his blasters are right here, and they can just slide right out. Okay, so we're back. So I've extracted the weapons to much ado. It was not an easy process. And here's the tray. So we no longer need the tray. Put that all together nice and neatly later on. And let's see. Okay, let's get him into kind of a nice pose. I put the wings back. And that goes up. And usually there's kind of pinholes on the side, but oh, actually no, they're on the shoulders. Traditional seeker style. Alright. So. And I will give you some close-ups at the end of this video, but there you go. There's a traditional Ramjet. And as far as articulation goes, this figure has articulation at the shoulder, and it pivots. Also bends at the elbow and pivots. No articulation for the hand. The head turns left to right, and it's all on a ball joint, so you can actually get him to sort of look up and down, which is nice. The front skirt moves up to allow the legs to kind of get about, well, I'm not sure in degrees what the clearance is, but you can see what it is. And it's articulated at the knee, and it also pivots at the thigh. Really, there's not much going on with the feet. A lot of the, well, actually, no, this one has a rotation, or whatever you want to call it. It angles at the foot, so you can get poses to be a little bit more stable. Oh, and there's also, it's not ratcheted, but there is a joint here at the hip that allows the legs to display out. So with the joints here at the feet, you know, allows you to kind of get poses sort of like this, giving the figure a little bit more flexibility. Let's see. So put the skirt down. I'm not too sure. It may turn at the hip. If I don't, no, it doesn't have any hip articulation. So there you go. Now I'm gonna pause this and do some close-ups, and then we'll transform Ramjet. If I'm lucky, it'll be a pretty smooth process and won't take too long. I honestly have to say that I have no regrets for picking up this figure. Ramjet's absolutely gorgeous. I'm almost afraid that it would be a bit downsized. A lot of the newer Transformers are a bit on the downsized and simplified size, but or a simplified side. And I don't know, I'm finding that there's no degradation in the mold, and the overall fit of everything is quite good. Yeah, I think that Hasbro has a real winner here. This is a very, very lovely, lovely Ramjet figure. Okay, so please forgive me. I did decide to skip the attempt at showing the transformation. There was some, shall we say, changes to the design, the mold, what I'm traditionally used to, specifically involving the arms, which it wasn't a transformation that I was completely unfamiliar with, but it kind of involved opening up the arms and folding everything in, and kind of putting it together in a certain way that sort of makes sense, and that it was basically a time-consuming process would have made for an exceptionally long video, and I wanted to keep this relatively short for what it is on this particular channel. One of the things that is kind of a little bit disappointing is not Hasbro kind of not knowing what to do with these panels. The legs fold into these areas here, and just kind of leaves these panels more or less loose. Now, it's not an issue as long as these joints remain tight, but as soon as they start loosening up, with use, and I don't really play with the Transformers. I mostly they're shelf queens. I display them. I transform them. I do pride in owning them, but I don't have space battles. Let's just put it that way. But if this is a toy that was going to be getting a lot of use, I think this joint would wear out. And this skirt, I thought, could possibly go up like that, but then if you close it like that, it doesn't really, it doesn't look good. So generally, this just goes down. Again, if this gets loose, it could be kind of an issue. And this goes like that. And it's a snug fit. So that's not too bad. There's no landing gear per se on this figure. However, if you can see right into the cockpit, is modestly detailed, so that does look really good. It's a good size jet. It's convincing. It's sleek. It is Ramjet. You can tell it actually says right on the side, Ramjet, just in case there's any doubt. The colors seem to mesh well. I've always really enjoyed Ramjet's design with these huge thrusters here, and then the main engines here. The feet actually nicely transform into the main thrusters, and then these I just call them kind of booster packs, because the whole point of Ramjet is he's not much of a he's not a subtle combatant. His whole shtick is that his nose cone is reinforced, and the electronics in his body are reinforced in such a manner that his preferred method for taking down enemies is to just run into them midair and knock them out of the sky. Thus is his name, Ramjet. So, and he's not the most brilliant of seekers, but he had a certain je ne sais quoi that I always kind of appreciated, and I do really like this this jet mode. It's neat in the hand. You can hold it quite nicely down here, and you can do your to your heart's content. The weapons store under the wings, so he isn't completely without armament. Traditionally, with the older G1 Seekers, they use the gun portions would fire, but with these newer iterations, they don't fire. And the other thing they don't have is a little cluster missile type pod unit that would insert here. They just have the guns, but that's not really too bad. At least they include them. Some Transformers these days don't even come with a gun, and that's really strange, odd, unusual. But for a Decepticon to not have weapons, that just simply does not make sense. I can sort of understand an Autobot perhaps, but a Decepticon, no way. So yeah, I'm really digging the robot mode, and the jet alt mode is absolutely gorgeous. I'm digging the purple and the powder blue and the black. I think it really works. So, excuse me, I'm going to show you some close-ups now. So again, I found this alt mode to be incredibly sleek and convincing. If I were to see Ramjet coming my way, and I'm an Autobot or a Autobot flyer, I know that's a bit of a misnomer, but they do exist. I'd be both impressed, awed, and scared. Very, very frightened. That is the geometry of this jet mode is very impressive. It just looks great. from this angle, doesn't it? Look at that. So beautiful. So this is pretty much going to wrap up this unboxing. And I guess this is also going to be the review of the War for Cybertron Trilogy Ramjet. And if you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. And my next video will hopefully be a lightsaber unboxing. Everybody take care and have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Bye.